I welcome you all to the 55th Annual General Meeting of your company. Now it is 3:30 p.m. according to Indian Standard Time, and it is time to start the proceedings. I would like to let you know that the proceedings of this meeting are being recorded, and during the meeting, the participants would remain on mute. Before we start the proceedings of this meeting, I wish to introduce my other colleagues of the board, key managerial persons and auditors of the company. Mr. Krishna Kumar, Managing Director. Mr. Ravinder Nath, Non-Executive and Non-Independent Director. Dr. Dipti Gupta, Independent Woman Director. Ms. Pallavi Dinodia Gupta, Independent Woman Director. Dr. Ram Sevak Sharma, Independent Director. Mr. Kailan Dasgupta, Chief Financial Officer. Mr. C.S. Gugliani, Company Secretary. Mr. Ankush Goel, Representative of Statutory Auditors, and Mr. P.C. Jain, the Secretary, Auditor and Scrutinizer. I now request my colleagues participating in this meeting to introduce themselves, starting first with Mr. Krishna Kumar.
Thank you, Mr. Basman. Good afternoon, everyone. I am R. Krishna Kumar, Managing Director of your company. I too welcome you to the 55th Annual General Meeting of the company. I hope all of you are doing great. I am attending this meeting from the registered office of the company at Faridabad. Thank you. Over to Chairman.
Mr. Ravinder Nath, please.
Good afternoon, everyone, and Chairman, Mr. Basman, thank you for joining. I'm Ravindranath. I'm a non-executive and non-independent director of your company and also the chairman of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee of the board of the company. I am present and attending the meeting from my office in New Delhi.
Thank you. Dr. Dipti Gupta, please.
Hello, Namaskar. I'm Dr. Dipti Gupta. I'm an independent director in your company, and I'm attending this meeting from my home in IIT Delhi. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Pallavi Dinodia Gupta, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pallavi Dinodia Gupta. I'm an independent woman director on the board of the company. I'm also the chairperson of the audit committee of the board. I'm attending this meeting from my office in New Delhi.
Thank you very much. Dr. Ram Sevak Sharma, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Basman. And good afternoon to everyone. I am Ram Sevak Sharma, an independent director of your company. And I'm attending this meeting from my village called Hamirpura in Firozabad district of Uttar Pradesh, India.
Thank you. Mr. Kalyan Dasgupta, please.
You are on mute, Mr. Gupta.
Right again.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kalyan Dasgupta, CFO. I am attending this meeting from the company's registered office. Over to Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. C.S. Gugliani, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm C.S. Gugliani, Company Secretary. I am also attending this meeting from the company's registered office at Faridabad. Thank you. Over to Chairman.
Then representative of statutory auditor, Mr. Ankush Goel.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ankush Goel, partner at DSR & Co. Company. I'm attending this meeting from my office in New Delhi. Over to Chairman.
Thank you. Then representative of Secretary, Auditors and Scrutinizer, Mr. P.C. Jain.
Mr. Jain? Mr. Jain, you're on mute.
Unmute.
Mr. Jain, you're on mute, please.
Mr. Jain, your voice is not clear. Voice is not audible.
Now audible?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I'm PC Jain. I'm attending this meeting in the capacity of secretarial auditor and scrutinizer from my office at Faridabad. Thank you very much. Over to Chairman.
Thank you very much, all. Yes, we have the requisite quorum present to conduct the proceedings of this meeting, and I call this meeting then to order. Now with that, I request the company secretary, Mr. C.S. Gugliani, to provide general instructions to the members regarding participation in this meeting, please.
Good afternoon once again, and thank you, Chairman. Please note that in compliance with the guidelines issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the SEBI listing regulations, the 55th Annual General Meeting is also being convened through video conferencing. Before we proceed further, I would like to mention certain points for your information and effective participation in this virtual meeting. In accordance with the provisions of Companies Act and SEBI listing regulations, the members have been provided with the facility to exercise their right to vote by electronic means, both through remote e-voting facility and remote e-voting at the Annual General Meeting. The members who have not yet casted their vote through remote e-voting on the business items mentioned in the notice of the AGM and who are attending this meeting, the facility to cast the e-vote is available during the meeting and would remain available for 15 minutes after the conclusion of this meeting. The remote e-voting of members began at 9 a.m. on Monday, 18th August 2025 and ended on 5 p.m. on Wednesday, 20th of August 2025. Members who may please note that there will be no voting by show of hands and the proceedings of this meeting are being recorded for compliance purpose. The relevant statutory registers of the company are also available for inspection by the members electronically through the link on CDSL e-voting portal. Members are encouraged to join the meeting through their laptop and use headphones for a better experience. Use of internet with a good speed is also recommended to avoid any disturbance during the meeting. Participants connecting with mobile device or tablets or through laptops connected via mobile hotspot may experience audio-video loss due to fluctuation in their respective network. It is therefore recommended to use a stable Wi-Fi or LAN connection to mitigate any kind of aforesaid glitches. As mentioned in the notice, the facility of participation at the Annual General Meeting through video conferencing or other audio-visual means has been made available for at least 1,000 members or first-come, first-served basis, except for large shareholders, promoters, institutional investors, directors, key managerial personnel, the chairperson of the Audit Committee, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, Stakeholder Relationship Committee, as well as the auditors who are allowed to attend this AGM without any restriction on account of first-come, first-served basis. As the AGM is being held through video conferencing, the facility to appointment of proxies was not applicable, and hence the proxy register for inspection is not available. However, a body corporate is entitled to appoint authorized representative to attend the AGM through video conferencing or other audio-visual means and to participate and cast the vote. The registered office of the company situated at 113/114A, Sector 24, Faridabad, 121005, Haryana, shall be deemed as the venue for this AGM, and proceedings of the AGM shall be deemed to be made hereat. We have received requests from some members for registration as speaker shareholders as the meeting. All such shareholders who have present today shall be allowed to speak sequentially once the chairman directs for the same. We request speakers to limit their speech to about 5 minutes only. The queries from shareholders, if any, would be responded towards the end of the meeting. With this, I now request Mr. Martin Basman, Chairman, to continue with the proceedings of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gugliani. Before we take up the items as per the notice, I would like to share with the shareholders the performance of our company during the financial year ended March 2025, and a general outlook for the sector. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege to welcome you all to the 55th Annual General Meeting of your company. I sincerely thank you for joining us today through the virtual platform. This AGM is special for me personally, as it is my first opportunity to address in my capacity as the chairman of your company. It gives me great satisfaction to share that the company has successfully completed another year of steady and constant growth in both revenue and profitability. This performance is the result of the dedication, the hard work, and the commitment of our employees in all levels, who have continually strived to meet and exceed customers' expectations. India continues to remain one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Strong momentum in manufacturing activities, coupled with favorable government initiatives such as new education policy, increased public spending on education, and the ban of single-use plastics, are opening up new growth avenues for the paper industry. Additionally, the rise in cashless transactions, expansions in e-commerce and packaged goods delivery, increased use of digital billings, and the growing demand for sustainable packaging solutions are expected to further boost paper consumption in the upcoming years. The future of the paper industry in India is promising, driven by urbanization, the growth of e-commerce, and the global shift towards eco-friendly materials. Recycling and resource efficiency will be central to this transformation, and our industry will play a critical role in this change. During the past year, our company has not only maintained but strengthened its position as first choice supplier of the paper machine clothing in the market, backed by strong after-market sales service and customized solutions to meet our customers' evolving needs. At Voith, we remain deeply committed to sustainability through our global initiative, Papermaking for Life, which focuses on reducing the resources required in the paper manufacturing process. With the continuous technology support from the Voith Group, we are able to maintain a competitive edge by offering innovative solutions and advanced machine clothing designs that enhance both paper quality and production efficiency. I'm also pleased to inform about the commissioning of our rooftop solar photovoltaic power plant in our company recently. With an installed capacity of approximately 4.5 megawatt, it is currently one of the largest rooftop solar power generation plants in an industrial undertaking in North India, and shows our commitment towards using sustainable energy solutions in our operations. Our commitment goes beyond business performance. We take pride in being a socially responsible corporate citizen. Through our CSR initiatives, we have continued to support causes such as women's empowerment, livelihood generation, healthcare, hygiene promotions, and community development, with a focus of uplifting economically weaker sections of society. In closing, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our customers, our vendors, our employees, and you, our valued shareholders, for your unwavering trust, cooperations, and encouragement. It is your continued support that inspires us to aim higher, work harder, and deliver stronger results year after year. Together, I'm very confident we can achieve even greater success in the future. Thank you very much. The notice convening this AGM and audited financial statements together with the board's report and auditor's report thereon have already been circulated to the members electronically, and I take the same as read. However, I request the company secretary, Mr. C.S. Gugliani, to provide a summary of the auditor's report.
Thank you, sir. The statutory auditors BSR & Co. LLP and the secretarial auditors PC Jain & Co. have expressed unqualified opinion in their respective audit reports for the financial year 2024-2025. There were no qualifications, observations, or adverse comments on financial statements and allied matters, which have any material bearing on the functioning of the company. The statutory auditors' report on the financial statement are available on page number 32 to 39 of the 55th annual report. The secretarial auditor's report is available as Annexure 4 to the board's report on page numbers 14 to 16 on 55th annual report. Thank you. Over to Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Gugliani. We shall now take up the business items as set forth in the notice. I'm pleased to bring to your notice that as required under the Companies Act 2013, the company had provided you all the facility to cast your vote electronically on all resolutions set forth in the notice. We will open the floor for questions by members after the business items are taken up, and I request the company secretary to brief the same to everyone and also to invite the registered members by express their views.
Thank you, sir. Members, please note that the following business items are to be transacted at this AGM. Item number 1 of the notice: adoption of financial statements. The audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, together with the reports of the Board of Directors and auditors thereon. Item number 2 of the notice: declaration of dividend. The board has recommended a final dividend at the rate of 100%, that is rupees 10 per equity share of rupees 10 each, fully paid up for the year ended 31st March 2025. Item number 3 of the notice: to reappoint the director who retires by rotation. Mr. Ravindranath, who retires by rotation and being eligible, seeks reappointment by way of a special resolution. Item number 4 of the notice: appointment of Messrs. Pricewaterhouse Chartered Accountants LLP as statutory auditors of the company. Approval is required for appointment of Messrs. Pricewaterhouse Chartered Accountants LLP as the statutory auditors of the company for a term of 5 consecutive years from financial year 2025-26 to 2029-2030 by way of a special resolution. Item number 5 of the notice: appointment of Messrs. PC Jain & Co. company secretaries as the secretarial auditors of the company. Approval is required for appointment of Messrs. PC Jain & Co. company secretaries as the secretarial auditors of the company for a term of 5 consecutive years from financial year 2025-26 to 2029-30. Item number 6 of the notice: reappointment of Dr. Deepti Gupta as an independent woman director. Approval is required for reappointment of Dr. Deepti Gupta as an independent woman director of the company for another term of 5 consecutive years, effective from 30th of July 2025 by way of a special resolution. Item number 7 of the notice: approval of the material related party transactions. Approval is required to approve the material related party contracts or arrangements during the financial year 2025-26. In accordance with the provisions of Companies Act 2013 and SEBI regulations, the holding company is ineligible to vote on this item, being a related party. The text of the resolution of the respective items is available on the e-voting platform of CDSL. Now I would invite the speaker shareholders to ask questions or present their views at the meeting. Members are requested to keep their questions brief and specific. The moderator will facilitate their participation. To avoid repetition Answers to all the questions will be provided at the end. Now I would call upon the name of persons who have pre-registered themselves as speakers for speaking at the AGM and would request the moderator to unmute them one by one. To start with, Mr. Manjeet Singh from Delhi. Moderator, please unmute them. Okay. Next is Mr. Praveen Kumar. Okay. Ms. Meenal Varun Bang. Mr. Bang?
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, first of all, just thank you for the opportunity. I have some few questions. I'll just read them once. So the first question is, how would you define the opportunity size for us in key export markets, and what is the right way to look at it? The second question is, we have significant market share in domestic market and growth is largely linked to paper industry growth. From that perspective, what is the growth in exports business linked to? Next question is, from exports perspective, what are our key focus areas from near to medium term perspective? Fourth question is, how much do we have to rely on our parent, and what is it in our hands? I mean, what are internal or external factors that will determine growth of exports? Next question is, how do you see impact of tariffs on our exports to USA? The next one is, our domestic business is not just about manufacturing, it has a service element too. From that standpoint, what is the nature of exports business and how is it compared to domestic? Next question is, how has our market positioning changed in the domestic market? How do you see capacity addition in domestic paper industry in next 2 to 3 years? And do we expect acceleration in growth momentum basis of that, or it will be same as recent years? Next question is, how do we evaluate the commercial estate opportunity? And kindly let us know how much is area constructed and rented out, and what is the yearly escalation clause? The next question is, given that for us land is historical cost, IIR for us should be very sharp on this investment of around 30 crores. How is the rent per square feet decided? And the last one is, we continue to accumulate cash in the balance sheet. Can we please have a fixed timeline to evaluate cash utilization? Otherwise, it is better we return the same to our shareholders. Please share your thoughts on this. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Mr. Himanshu Upadhyay. Mr. Himanshu Upadhyay. Moderator, please unmute them.
Hey, am I audible?
Yes, please.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for the opportunity. Here are my questions. Question number 1. The revenue for the company has increased consistently for the last 3 years, but the orders received is down over the 3 years. What is the reason for that? And how worried should we be about lower orders we got 3 years back? Question number 2. In last 2 years, we have done additions of 57 crores to plant and machinery. Still some capex of 5 crore is pending, and capital work in progress of rupees 12.9 crores is pending. Can you tell where this capex has majorly gone into in terms of capacity and new products or markets we can serve? Third question. Do we have any other plans for capex besides the 8 projects which are in progress? Question number 4. What is the outlook for exports for the company for the next 2 to 3 years, and is the majority of capex done to cater to export market? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Upadhyay. Mr. Krishan Lal Chadda. Moderator, please unmute Mr. Chadda. Okay. Mr. Raju Verma. Okay. Mr. Chetan Chadda.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Chadda, please.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much to give me the chance to speak with you. Myself, Chetan Chadda, and I'm joining this AGM from New Delhi at my home. And I am really thankful to the moderator and the secretarial department to give me the chance to speak with you. First of all, सबसे पहले तो मैं आपका धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा जिन्होंने मुझे एनुअल रिपोर्ट की हार्ड कॉपी की मैंने रिक्वेस्ट की थी, आपने उन्हें ऑन टाइमली प्रोवाइड करा दी। सर, अगर हम लास्ट ईयर के फाइनेंशियल ईयर से देखें तो हमारे जो रेवेन्यूज हैं वो 1800 मिलियन से बढ़ के 1900 मिलियन हुए हैं और हमारी जो ईपीएस रही है वो 82 रुपीज से बढ़ के 90 रुपीज रही है, यानी कि ऑलमोस्ट 10% की ग्रोथ रही। लेकिन और अगर लास्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर के 5 साल से देखें तो जिस टाइम कोविड स्टार्ट हुआ हमने वीसी से मॉडल से मीटिंग करनी स्टार्ट की, तब हमारा जो रेवेन्यू था वो 1174 मिलियन से आज हमारा 1900 मिलियन को क्रॉस करके भी आज 1830 मिलियन पे खड़ा हुआ है लास्ट 2 डिकेड के अंदर। तो मतलब जहां तक हमें ग्रोथ दिखती है ना, उस तरीके से शेयर होल्डर को रिटर्न नहीं दिखती है, क्योंकि बोर्ड कहीं पे भी डिविडेंड के बारे में नहीं सोचता कि शेयर होल्डर को डिविडेंड किस तरीके से, किस मैनर से हमें देना चाहिए, क्या प्रोस्पेक्टस है बोर्ड का, ये समझ पाना थोड़ा मुश्किल रहता है। जहां तक बोनस के बारे में हम सोचते हैं वो तो भी सर कहीं दूर दूर तक मतलब ऐसा लगता है कि बोर्ड ने सोचना ही अभी शुरू नहीं किया उसके बारे में कि कब तक हम लोग सोच पाएंगे। और यदि आप 5 साल में अपना रेम्यूनरेशन वगैरह देखेंगे वो थोड़ा फास्ट मूविंग ग्रो अप है, उसके बारे में बोर्ड पूरा ध्यान रखता है कि किस तरीके से उस पर ध्यान फोकस रखना है कि उसको टाइम टू टाइम आपस में, क्योंकि अप्रूवल 4-5 लोगों ने करना है और बोर्ड के पास 51% का स्टेक है, तो अगर यदि शेयर होल्डर उसको अगेंस्ट भी करना चाहे तो हम लोग अगर अगेंस्ट भी करेंगे तो उससे कोई इम्पैक्ट नहीं आता। तो आप लोग जो भी आपस में डिसाइड करके रख लेते हैं उसमें आप अपने हिसाब से उसको ऑटोमेटिकली ग्रोन अप देते रहते हैं। तो शेयर होल्डर को मतलब अपने पैसे में रिटर्न के बारे में कब तक उसे सोचना होगा, क्योंकि अगर जो पैसा आप एज अ रेम्यूनरेशन लेते हैं उसे एज अ डिविडेंड के तौर पर डिवाइड करें तो आपके पास तो वैसे ही 50% से ऊपर का स्टेक है, तो वो आपके पास ऑटोमेटिकली पहुंच ही जाता है वैसे भी पैसा। तो हम लोगों के भी पास भी यही है कि थोड़े बहुत पैसे झलक जाएंगे हमें भी साल में, उस तरीके की मतलब हमें लगेगा कि हाँ जी बोर्ड ने उस तरीके से उसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया कि क्लियर मैनर में हम तक पहुंच जाती है। जब फिजिकल मैनर में हम लोग मीटिंग करते थे तब भी शेयर होल्डर के बारे में, शेयर होल्डर हमेशा ग्रीवेंसेस में ही रहता था, तो कोई आप लोग सुनवाई कर नहीं पाते थे उसमें। जब हम देखें कि हमारे स्मॉल इन्वेस्ट टोटल शेयर होल्डर पैटर्न जो है सिर्फ 5300 शेयर होल्डर का पैटर्न है हमारा, और 5300 शेयर होल्डर में से 4950 शेयर होल्डर हैं जो स्मॉल इन्वेस्टर हैं जिनके पास 500 से कम शेयर होल्डर है। बाकी के 300 कुछ शेयर होल्डर ही ऐसे हैं जिनके पास मेजर स्टेक है। उस मेजर स्टेक में देखेंगे तो जो शेयर होल्डर का जो रेंज ऑफ है, तो अगर स्मॉल इन्वेस्टर के बारे में आप कुछ सोचेंगे, उसके बेनिफिट के बारे में सोचेंगे, तो आप हमें मतलब शेयर होल्डर को भी लगेगा कि काफी टाइम से कंपनी से जुड़े हुए हैं। पेपर इंडस्ट्री कहाँ से कहाँ पहुंच चुकी है, पेपर का प्राइस देखिए, अगर हम देखेंगे तो जो पेपर पहले हम 32 में बेच रहे थे वहां 30-32 रुपए के पेपर से आज 85 रुपए में भी पेपर हम बेच रहे हैं। मतलब प्राइस ऑफ वेरिएशन इतना हो गया है, प्रॉफिट ऑफ मार्जिन नहीं बढ़ पा रहे। जो बेनिफिशियरी है मतलब वो कॉम्प्लिकेशन है, इन्वेस्टमेंट वन टाइम हो चुकी है, पेपर की मिल वाले आज इतने प्रॉफिट में है। अगर हम अपने कॉम्पिटिटर देखेंगे तो उन्होंने शेयर होल्डर को इतना आप क्वांटम पेपर देख लो, आप और कई कंपनी के पेपर वाले देख लो, उन्होंने शेयर होल्डर को इतनी 10 गुना रिटर्न दे दिया है। पर हमारे शेयर का प्राइस इजीली कहीं वोलेटाइल नहीं होता, हिलता ही नहीं है, थोड़ा सा भी मूवमेंट नहीं होती, इसमें वॉल्यूम नहीं बन पाता, शेयर होल्डर इन्वेस्टमेंट करने के लिए नहीं आ पाता। आप ये देखो हमारी अदर इनकम जो थी लास्ट ईयर 146 मिलियन की थी, वो भी बढ़ के 164 मिलियन हो गई है, वो भी इतना बड़ा इम्पैक्ट दे रही है। उसके बावजूद भी हम डिविडेंड के बारे में शेयर होल्डर को दे पाना कुछ बड़ा मुश्किल सा ही लगता है कि कुछ हम दे पाएंगे शेयर होल्डर को। मतलब कब तक शेयर होल्डर ये सर्वाइवल में रहेगा, इस बारे में थोड़ा देखें। जहां तक हमारी वैल्यू क्रिएशन है, उस शेयर होल्डर की वैल्यू क्रिएशन को बढ़ाने के लिए आप लोग कोई ऐसा कदम उठा नहीं पा रहे हो। मतलब वैल्यू क्रिएशन तो बढ़ रही है, लेकिन बोर्ड की बढ़ रही है। ऐसा लग रहा है कि उनकी नेटवर्थ वैल्यू बढ़ती जा रही है और शेयर होल्डर को कभी कुछ ऐसा मतलब मिल नहीं पाया है आप कंपनी के थ्रू में। ये देखिए कि किस तरीके से बोर्ड काम कर रहा है, क्या हम लोग उस तरीके से कैपेबिलिटी नहीं बढ़ा पा रहे, मतलब क्या कमियां हैं हमारे अंदर, हमें क्या खोजने की जरूरत नहीं है। लास्ट ईयर भी हमने स्पीकर के लिए आपको दिया, मैं ज्वाइन था, उसके बावजूद भी आपके मॉडरेटर ने बोल दिया कि ही हैज नॉट ज्वाइन, उसके आप लोग मीटिंग खत्म करके चले गए। मतलब एक समझ नहीं पाते हम कि किस तरीके का कन्वर्सेशन चल रहा है, या तो मॉडरेटर सर ध्यान नहीं कर पा रहे कि शेयर होल्डर ज्वाइन है या नहीं है। अभी भी इस पोर्टल पे भी ज्वाइंट है, इसमें नाम देखिए, जो पोर्टल पे ज्वाइंट है सामने से इन फ्रंट में 2 नाम ज्वाइंट है, वो सामने से कह रहे हैं कृष्णा चड्डा जी ज्वाइन नहीं, साथ बैठे हुए हैं। आप कहो तो ये सामने देखो ये वीडियो, ये साथ में बैठे हुए देखिए, रे इन्होंने भी ज्वाइन कर रखा है। आपका मॉडरेटर ये बोल रहे हैं कि वो ज्वाइन ही नहीं कर रखते। मतलब समझना बड़ा सा कॉम्प्लिकेशन हो जाता है कि जब एक शेयर होल्डर ज्वाइंट है, या तो उनको ये नहीं नजर आ रहा वीसी का माध्यम किस तरीके से चलाना है और किस तरीके से वीसी मोड में मीटिंग करनी है। आपके शेयर होल्डर प्रेजेंट कितने हैं आपने ये नहीं बताया, बस आपने बताया कोरम पूरा है। सर कोरम कितने लोगों का चाहिए? 15 लोगों को चाहिए, 30 लोगों को चाहिए? आप गुलानी साहब इतने पुराने हो चुके हैं, इतने सालों से कंपनी के अंदर है, सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट संभाल रहे हैं, कम से कम ये बताइए कि 35 लोग अभी हमारी एजीएम ज्वाइन करके बैठे हैं, ताकि पता लगे कि 5000 शेयर होल्डर में से सिर्फ 35 लोग इंटरेस्टेड है हमारी कंपनी के बारे में, एजीएम में सुनने के बारे में। ज्यादा लोग नहीं है, 15 लोग ही ज्वाइन करके बैठे हैं। कम से कम कुछ तो एक डाटाबेस शेयर होल्डर के साथ शेयर कीजिए कि कितने लोग बैठे हुए हैं और कितने लोग हमारे साथ अटेंटिवली ज्वाइंड है एजीएम के अंदर। इस बारे में आपको सोचना चाहिए कि, और ये बताना चाहिए कि कितने शेयर होल्डर्स ने एनुअल रिपोर्ट की हार्ड कॉपी के लिए आप लोगों को रिक्वेस्ट डाली है, आपने कितने शेयर होल्डर्स को कंपनी में कितने शेयर होल्डर्स को प्रोवाइड कराई है ऑन टाइमली। इस बारे में डिटेल यहाँ पे ये सारा पैटर्न होना चाहिए है। एजीएम का मतलब ही यही है कि एक्सपेंसेस आपने अदर एक्सपेंसेस डाल दिए खाली, उसमें अदर एक्सपेंसेस में किस तरीके से खर्चे किए जा रहे हैं, इस बारे में भी सोचना होगा कि क्या क्या चीजें खर्च की जा रही हैं, क्या क्या नहीं खर्च की जा रही हैं, और हमारे कुछ केस कितने अभी पेंडिंग चल रहे हैं कोर्ट में पुराने टैक्सेस को लेके, वो उसको रिजॉल्वेंस के बारे में भी हम क्या कदम उठा रहे हैं और कब तक जो है उसके बारे में हम सोचेंगे। जहां तक अनपेड डिविडेंड के बारे में देखते हैं, वो भी पेंडेंसी खड़ी हुई है हमारी। उसके लिए आपने कोई, जैसे और कंपनियां 100 डेज का इनिशिएटिव चला रही हैं, हमारी कंपनी में आप इतने काबिल हैं और आपने कोई ऐसा इनिशिएटिव के बारे में सोचा है कि कंपनी शेयर होल्डर को कोई एक 100 डेज का डिविडेंड को चलाने के बारे में सोचे कि हम जिनके अनपेड डिविडेंड रह गए हैं उनको आप लोग कुछ हेल्प करेंगे। मतलब ये सामने से एक इनिशिएटिव होता है देखने वाला। जहां तक कि शेयर होल्डर आपको साथ एक फैमिली मेंबर है, वो जुड़ा हुआ है, उसको जहां तक वो है, जहां तक हमने एडवांस फ्रॉम कस्टमर, लास्ट टाइम हमारा 15.5 मिलियन का था हमारा एडवांस फ्रॉम कस्टमर, उसको भी हमने बढ़ा के 22.5 मिलियन ले गए हैं हम। इसका मेन रीजन क्या रहा है हमारे बीच में, जहां तक हमारे लास्ट टाइम में हमारे अदर्स में भी जो हमने लोन था करंट लायबिलिटीज में, वो भी 1.17 मिलियन से बढ़ा के हमने 1.50 मिलियन करा। इसका क्या रीजन रहा इस साल हमारा कि हमने उसको भी क्यों बढ़ाया? जब हम एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट को बढ़ाते हैं, क्या हम उस पैसे को एम्प्लॉयज के बेनिफिट के अंदर खर्च करने के बारे में सोच रहे हैं? इसके बारे में थोड़ा जरूर बताइए कि हम इस तरीके के कदम क्यों उठा रहे हैं कि हमें आगे जाके मुश्किलों का सामना करना पड़े। जहां तक हम अपनी कमीशंस है, वो भी लास्ट टाइम हमने 9.85 मिलियन खर्च की थी और इस साल हमने 14.5 मिलियन 14.36 मिलियन खर्च की है। इसका क्या रीजन रहा है ये सारी की सारी चीजें हमारी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी को डाउन टू अर्थ कर देती हैं। जहां तक हमने रेवेन्यू, अगर हमने आउटसाइड ऑफ इंडिया देखें तो आउटसाइड ऑफ इंडिया से हमने लास्ट टाइम 263 मिलियन गेन किया था, और वहां से भी हमने इस साल 290.57 मिलियन गेन किया है। और यूएस ने जो अभी 25% का हमारे को एक टैरिफ लगा दिया है, उसका आने वाले टाइम में नेक्स्ट में हमने क्या प्रिपरेशन सोची है कि हमें उसका क्या इम्पैक्ट आने वाला है, क्योंकि उससे हमारे को और लोड पड़ेगा हमारे ऊपर, तो हमारी प्रोडक्ट की खुद की कॉस्टिंग बढ़ जाएगी। तो क्या हम आगे यूएस के साथ कोई डील करने के बारे में सोचेंगे, या हमें अनदर कंट्रीज के अंदर अपने प्रोडक्ट को सेल थ्रू करने के बारे में सोचना होगा? हमें अपने आप को डाइवर्सिफाई करने के बारे में भी सोचना होगा कि हम अपने प्रोडक्ट को यूएस को ना बेच के अनदर कंट्रीज को दें, ताकि हम वहां से अपने रेवेन्यूज में लॉस ना खाएं, और या अपने प्रोडक्ट की वैल्यू को उतना इंक्रीज कर पाएंगे जहां तक देखे जाए। लेकिन और हमने इस साल मटेरियल की जो इन्वेंट्रीज को, जो इस साल हमने कॉस्ट मटेरियल जो है वो लास्ट टाइम हमने 200 मिलियन की परचेज की थी, और इस बार हमने 225 मिलियन की परचेज की है। तो ये 25%, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट अगर हम देखें तो 20-25 मिलियन की जो हमने ज्यादा परचेज की, ये कॉस्टिंग बढ़ गई है हमारी, या इसके पीछे का क्या रीजन रहा है, इसके बारे में थोड़ा आप जरूर बताएं। जहां तक हमने बोनसेस है, इस साल हमने बोनसेस काफी अच्छे बांटे हैं, तो शेयर होल्डर को बोनस नहीं मिला कोई भी। अगर हम
Mr. Chadha, may I request you to brief your views?
सर, मैं
Because there are some
एनुअल
other
अकाउंट्स के
shareholders also
अलावा
waiting.
आपसे कोई भी सवाल नहीं कर रहा। अगर मैं आपसे कोई फैमिली बात कर रहा होता तो मैं आपसे इस बारे में कोई इंटरप्शन चाहता था। मैं आपसे कोई भी अपने घर में फंक्शन के बारे में या कोई रिलेटिव बर्थडे के बच्चे के बारे में बात नहीं करना चाहता कि वो उसका बर्थडे कब है, या हम दिवाली होली की मैं कोई बधाई नहीं देना चाहता, क्योंकि मुझे बधाइयां मिली नहीं, मैं कैसे बधाई दूंगा? मुझे बधाइयां मिलेंगी तो मैं बधाइयां बांटूंगा सर। मेन बात ये है। जहां तक हमने बोनसेस देखे हैं तो लास्ट ईयर हमने 186 से बढ़ा के 204, यानी कि ऑलमोस्ट 18 मिलियन हमने एक्स्ट्रा बोनस बांटा है। तो वो बोनस शेयर होल्डर को भी मिलना चाहिए, मतलब शेयर होल्डर को नहीं मिला कुछ भी, और बाकी सब जगह बढ़ गया। तो ये सोचने की बात है कि हमें कब तक मिलेगा ये बोनस, इस बारे में बताइए। इसी के साथ मैं समाप्त करूंगा, ताकि आप इतने सवालों के काफी हैं, जवाब दे दें मुझे।
Thank you, Mr. Chadha. Now I request Mr. Aspi Baisania. Moderator, please unmute Mr. Aspi Baisania.
Thank you, Mr. Abid.
Yeah, you are audible.
Ramansha Bisania, to unmute yourself and proceed with the question, please.
So, can you hear me?
Mr. Aspi Bisania, you can ask the question.
Sir, can you call me after 5 minutes? I'm talking on another AGM, if possible. Okay. Hello, sir.
Please. I think he's attending 2 AGMs together. Mr. Baisania? Moderator, is he online?
Sir, he's in right now attending. You can move forward. After that, we can ask the question.
Thank you. Mr. Sandeep Jain. Kindly unmute Mr. Sandeep Jain.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Jain, please.
Yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks for giving me time to speak. I'm Sandeep Jain, a shareholder from Kolkata for the last 15 years or so. I, along with my family members, also hold a good chunk of shares. I have so many things to say. I encourage the promoters and directors to look into it, but I know there's time. I'll try to complete within the stipulated time. Maybe if I exceed some of the time, please forgive me. First of all, I must say that the promoters and I as a shareholder, each and every shareholder who is attending this AGM wants our company to grow and create value for shareholders. My thoughts and deliberations are towards the same. My first point is NSE listing towards NSE listing. As our shares are listed only on BSE, that nowadays the NSE commands 90% of stock market in India. I had raised this issue sometimes in 2023 AGM also, and you had replied that you will look into it. I urge you to seriously consider the possibility of getting listed on NSE. It is a well-known fact that NSE has better liquidity, better participation, and as a minority shareholder will have better liquidity, better price discovery. The company, our company will have better visibility amongst suppliers and other stakeholders. It may be some small cost affairs, but with no further burden of compliance as such, it will bring lots of benefits to minority as well as promoters. My second point is towards I will request the board to consider, if not quarterly, at least semi-annually or annually, a conference call to interact with the shareholders and management so that the shareholders can have better understanding of the business, your thought process, your future outlook, and the culture of the organization. AGM, this is a one-way interaction. Questions are directed to management, and there is no scope for a follow-up question, which make it difficult for shareholders to better understand the company. I'll request you to please consider this and give it a serious thought. It will not only improve our visibility, but also better price discovery for the minority shareholders. Third point is towards ROE and ROCE. As a listed company, we disclose certain ratios in the annual report every year. Amongst those ratios, some very important ones which investors generally consider while investing is return on equity and return on capital employed. It is very surprising that such a good product and such good operating margin and such a great parentage, we are still struggling below 11% and 14% respectively for the latest annual report. I urge you to share what is the thought process of the board, what steps are being taken to increase it, and some roadmap for the next 5 years. Where do you see the ROCE to reach it? Maybe not a guidance, but a broad thought process. I don't need for the next 2 years, 1 year. I need a broad thought process of the board for the next 5 years. Fourth point is towards payout ratio. My other fellow speakers have already spoken on very important ratio which investors use to look into a company is the payout ratio. Our payout ratio has been consistently very, very poor, as observed by some past speakers and also observed in the earlier AGMs. It is around 10%. Our capex is in the range of 50% of our cash profit, that is profit of tax plus depreciation. We are still left with a huge amount which is generally taken into a already highly swelled fixed deposit account in banks. If we improve payout ratio, this will increase our ROCE significantly. In turn, will help you report not only better payout ratio, but also better ROC and ROE in the annual report. My fifth point is towards asset turnover ratio. I would also like to hear your thoughts on the asset turnover ratio and the capital turnover ratio. Please dedicate some time and provide some insight so that we can understand what asset turnover ratio or capital turnover ratio you would like to see and achieve in the next 3 to 5 years. Again, this may not be in terms of guidance, but as to what is the thought process of the board to take it to up to. My sixth point is towards capacity utilization and capex. Please share our current capacity utilization percentage. Capex over the last 4 years, cumulatively, we have spent 872 million rupees, and our sale of manufactured goods has gone up by rupees 430 million. So there is half of that what we have spent. I would like to know what percentage of the capex we have created in the past 4 years, which have started giving us results in terms of production or quality or whatever. What is the percentage in terms of utilization that we have achieved till now in terms of asset utilization, which we have already created? And if you can please share what you have made capex in the recent years, as you stated in the annual report, capex may not increase the capacity as such. The details shared in the annual report is very surprising. A repetition of last year's annual report, a 3-line paragraph in the board report under the head capacity enhancement, a 3-line paragraph and from the annual report. Sir, if you feel this inadequate disclosure is due to business sensitivity and all, please arrange an offline discussion. Encourage you to please look into it and I can have an offline discussion also on this. My 7th point is forex lending and outgo. I would urge the chairman sir to share some of your thoughts on the foreign exchange earning and outgo. I would like the chairman to deliberate upon your thoughts on localization. What are your thoughts on PLI announced by the government of India? What are we doing to take advantage of our foreign exchange earnings? Very low pace. Forex are at 3-year cumulatively forex earnings for the last 3 years is 78 crore and foreign exchange expenditure cumulatively in the last 3 years is 220 crore. So please share your thought. What are your thoughts on localization? How are we going to improve it? And when do we plan to take it in the next 5 years? Again, not a guidance, a broad thought only. Sir, I'll urge you to please respond and reply on the aforesaid as these are some very important matters. And please take some concrete steps so that the minorities also get a treatment. Due to paucity of time, I'm unable to address a few things like on construction of a new property which you built on 2025 and put it on a rent to an associate company because of no use immediately. In one of the board meetings 2024, the board had passed a resolution to advance to an associate company, which our board took a prudent decision not to take it further. I must thank the board for the same, and the board, as it would have been a very minority unsettling. You must have observed also that following the aforesaid board meeting, some of our resolutions were not passed. I urge the directors, please try to find out the reason behind the same. It takes a lot of years to build a goodwill, but it is made of glass, destroyed in a second, in a moment. Please be mindful of the fact that the directors carry a huge responsibility, fiduciary responsibility, and the decisions of low payout may be properly assessed while spending on some asset building and putting it on rent or holding cash. This is very, we feel it is not very going through with a good taste. Thank you for your present hearing. I wish all the very best for all the endeavors. Your hope will take some of the measures for the minority. I am thankful to the government, especially Mr. Gugliani and Mr. Krishnan Maheshwari, for their efforts at all times. I hope I was clear in my communication and will surely take some steps. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jain. Mr. Kamlesh Sogani. Mr. Saket Kapoor. Kindly unmute Mr. Saket Kapoor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr. Kapoor, please.
Yeah. First of all, namaskar to everybody. Mr. Martin, welcoming you as the chairman, as the incumbent chairman, and we hope that under your tenure, not only we will scale new heights in terms of operational profits, but also I'm very confident that you will take the steps that will lead to investors, minority shareholders' confidence also in the organization. I would first of all, for the benefit of you, since many of the conversation was in Hindi by Mr. Chadda, but he articulated very strong points of how the minority shareholder rights are suppressed in this organization, which I would like to thank Mr. Sandeep Jain, the first speaker, Minal Madam, Mr. Upadhyay, for highlighting the facts that should be brought to the notice of the board. And Chairman Sir, Mr. Martin, we hope that this should not be only mere words or statement that we people are spending our time and we have invested our hard-earned money in the organization, and we are just trying to communicate today and that then it is put to dust only. So would request Mr. Martin, the board, especially Sharma ji, Dipti Madam, and others to take note of the discrepancies that are there in the system. Otherwise, one shareholder would have raised the point. Three of them, I am the fourth one. I am also an investor for the last maybe 30 years. Porritt Spencer was the organization wherein my father invested, and he still calls by the name Porritt Spencer only for Voith paper. So I have a very strong legacy with the organization, but very sad to I am aggrieved by the action by both our managing director as well as our honorable company secretary, who have ignored the minority shareholders at their behest. There is no communication from either of them throughout the year, either in terms of any business update, any press release, any investor meet. This is, sir, Mr. Martin, you are in the global space, and you must be having the knowledge of how investor confidence is built over a period of time. Only submitting 4 statutory information 4 times during the year does not suffice today's investment rationale in the listed space that is growing by leap and bound. Our company sitting on a cash balance of more than, I think so, 165 crore commands a market cap of 700 to 800 crore rupees, even after generating profit before tax of 54 crore. Mr. Martin, since you are at the helm, you are representing the promoter who are holding 3/4 of the equity. Neither Mr. Krishnan nor Mr. Guglani holds even a single share. They are not bothered what the market cap is. They are bothered with what their remuneration are. And as Mr. Chadha pointed out very categorically, that their income has grown by leap and bound. Even Mr. Dasgupta. And our dividend payout is only 10%. This is just surprising, Mr. Martin. You should take note of, first of all, whether it has been done after the understanding by the promoters. Then we are helpless. Other than that, if not, Mr. Martin, take note of these points. Bring the house to order. Create shareholder value in your stewardship, so that we investors should also applaud the good work done by the organization over a period of time. It should command a very high market cap than what it is today. And it is the duty of the KMPs who have forgotten their job towards the minority shareholders. Sir, some of the points, I think so, I would congratulate again my earlier speaker, Ms. Bang, Mr. Himangshu, Mr. Sandeep Jain and Chadha ji. They have highlighted all these important points, especially Sandeep Jain ji. I am also from the same city of Kolkata. Jain Saab has very articulately mentioned the points that needs to be answered. And I request our MD to take note of the question and do not give a holistic answer, just giving a brief understanding. They have, in fact, many speakers have given point-wise point question. So please, with due respect, give the answer in a holistic way, in a point-wise answer, where it is. I will only conclude with very few points. Firstly, sir, if you could just give what are the plans for the capex going ahead? Martin, sir, what can we expect that this organization will spend to improve, firstly, the capacity, enhance the capacity, and improve the efficiencies going ahead? Again, you have articulated about the rooftop solar investment of 4.5 megawatt. What are we envisaging going ahead in terms so that would lead to lot of power cost savings and also will earn us the green tag. I think so. These are very important aspects, and I hope for the continuity of our investment in green energy. Dividend payout, I have already spoken about. Capex, many people have spoken. So please let us know what the thought process behind. And other than that, sir, even for cash utilization, Martin Saab, I would like to bring to your kind notice, there are various other instruments which are available and very well regulated instruments like liquid funds, like debt funds, wherein we would earn higher yield than keeping the money in fixed deposit. So we would like to ask the treasury people also, what have they taken note of in terms of keeping the money if they have kept it in pure FDs, because that is not allowing us to create the right treasury income. So steps should be taken to make better use of even treasury income, even if you are holding on to the cash. And other than that, sir, will again request, even in the annual report, sir, we have not taken advantage of this document. This document is a piece of your good work that should be measured by good depiction of photograph of the plants, machineries, key clients, feedback, testimony. All those stuffs can be very well put as an input in the annual report. But no steps have ever been taken, Mr. Martin, to take. I was the speaker last time in 2020. And I have very specifically mentioned all those facts. At that time, Mr. Krishna Kumar was there in Kolkata when he joined the AGM from Kolkata. I have noted it down, and point-wise I mentioned to him. Neither Mr. Guglani Sahab nor Mr. Kumar took any notice, any botheration post the AGM to even connect with any of the shareholders, because me and my friend both have joined, and none of us were briefed after that. So, sir, you take first the note of put the house in order. if investors are your support, stakeholders' interest is paramount, then first look into this aspect also, sir. And other than that, sir, I'm also delighted that I'm speaking on a forum where Mr. R.S. Sharma has also joined. Sir, he has been the doyen of TRI, and under his leadership, there has been a lot of many good changes and decision making that has happened when he was the ex-chairman of TRI. That is the Telecom Regulatory Body of India, Authority of India. Even Mr. Sharma in his opening mentioned that he has joined from a village in Hamirpur. So this is how technology has evolved. So please once again, sir, look into it, deliberate into it, what should be done to improve investor confidence. And NSE listing, sir, these people will never guide you that NSE listing should go. But NSE listing is foremost for us, because it will improve the investor base. If you don't want to remain listed, you go by the delisting process, pay us our right value and leave. But I believe that you want to continue with the listing process. If you want to continue, please follow the bare minimum requirement which investors are owed to. We have put our hard-earned money in the and the entire people, Mr. Krishna Kumar, Mr. Giglani, all are the employees of the company, and they must understand this fact. I also thank Mr. Maheshwari, the only person I think so present here who at least reply and reverts to mail to investors. Even I visited sir, just to give you last brief, you will understand the pain and the aggrievement of my state of mind, Mr. Martin. I was there at the registered office on 12th of March 2025. 15 days ago, maybe sometime in February, I wrote to Mr. Giglani requesting him for a very brief appointment of having some understanding, since I traveled far from Kolkata. Mr. Giglani did not revert to me. 15 days ago, I wrote to him, not 1, 2, 3 days. He can check the email. Till today, he has not answered. I visited. I was made to wait outside, just at the gatekeeper. And the gatekeeper told me very categorically that Sahab is not available. And in front of me only, he drove away. So this is the disrespect the gentleman has shown towards the minority shareholder. And this is on record. You can check the visitor book. You can check it whether I have mentioned or anything that is out of context. So, sir, now you are at the helm, and we hope that you will crack the whip and create the value for us, sir. And, sir, please ask Mr. Krishna Kumar to answer the questions specifically to CapEx, utilization of cash, utilization levels, how are things looking up. Even our Q1 performance was stupendous. We have posted good set of numbers. So how the things are progressing for the year ahead? He owes to us. He cannot avoid us. So, sir, I'm very extremely sorry if I have uttered something which should not have been. But since you are there at the helm and now this is the first meeting, you should know what is the condition of the house which you are now presiding. So, sir, I have kept the entire conversation in my best of ability in English medium, in the English language only, so that all my facts can be conveyed to you categorically. And I've also covered the fact by what Mr. Chadha and other people may have mentioned in our vernacular language. I hope, sir, you will take the necessary steps, sir, going ahead, and we will get the right value, right enterprise value for our organization. That's all from my side. Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity. Really indebted to you, sir, for your patient hearing, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Kapoor.
Thank you.
Next, Mr. Ankur Chadha. Mr. Ankur Chanda.
I am audible?
Yes, please.
ओके गुड आफ्टरनून टू एवरीवन सर मैं भी थोड़ा सा जो पिछले शेयर होल्डर हैं उन्हीं के साथ एग्री हूं बिल्कुल मतलब आपकी जो ये कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस फेलियर है जो लगातार सारे शेयर होल्डर आपके अगेंस्ट बोल रहे हैं और आपके अगेंस्ट ही हैं सारे तो मतलब कहीं ना कहीं आप में कमी है जो कोई भी शेयर होल्डर आपके साथ नहीं चल रहा क्योंकि आप उनके साथ चलना ही नहीं चाहते बाकी मैं फिर भी ये जानना चाहूंगा कि भाई हम जो लगातार हम अपने नेट इनकम आती है हमारी मान लीजिए 2022 में 153 करोड़ आई लेकिन उसके अगेंस्ट हमारे एक्सपेंडिचर 106 करोड़। फिर 2023 में 175 करोड़ नेट इनकम, एक्सपेंडिचर 123 करोड़। फिर 2024 में 194 करोड़ जो है नेट इनकम, 135 करोड़ एक्सपेंडिचर। फिर 2025 में 206.5-7 करोड़ और 140 करोड़ एक्सपेंडिचर। बेसिकली अगर आप ये देखो तो परसेंटेज 30% या 32% या 35%, यही परसेंटेज लगातार चल रही है, जो कि एक्सपेंडिचर और नेट इनकम में गैप है। सर इतनी ज्यादा मतलब कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं हो सकती कि भाई हाँ एक्सपेंडिचर और आपके नेट इनकम में 30, 32, 35% का ही हमेशा गैप रहता है सर। तो ये मैनिपुलेशन हो रही है सर, मैनिपुलेशन कर रहे हैं क्या आप इसमें? मतलब आपने ये एक्सपेंडिचर ज्यादा दिखा के उसको मैनिपुलेट कर रहे हैं कहीं? तो ये बात सबको बताइएगा कि क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है कि लगातार 30, 32, 35% ही हमारी कंसिस्टेंटली वो गैप आता है बीच में। तो ये आपको सबको बताना चाहिए। और दूसरी बात, हमारा शेयर लगातार 52 वीक लो की तरफ आ रहा है, जो कि 3200 रुपए था, आजकल 1900 के आसपास आ गया, जो 1300 रुपए 52 वीक लो है। धीरे धीरे करते अगर वहां भी आ जाएगा तो किस तरह हो रहा है सर? मतलब हमारी, ठीक है मुझे पता है कंपनी मैनिपुलेट नहीं कर सकती शेयर प्राइस को, मार्केट ड्रिवन है, ठीक है, जो कि आप बाद में ये बोल देंगे ये मार्केट ड्रिवन है, हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन कंपनी की पॉलिसीज पे डिपेंड करता है सर। सारी चीज कंपनी की पॉलिसीज पे डिपेंड करता है। इन्वेस्टर तभी आता है शेयर के अंदर जब कंपनी की पॉलिसीज अच्छी हो, कंपनी बढ़िया काम कर रही हो। अगर कंपनी की पॉलिसी अच्छी नहीं होगी तो इन्वेस्टर आएगा ही नहीं। क्या करने आएगा सर? वो वहां पे उसको छोड़ देता है शेयर को कि ठीक है जाने तो जहां जा रहा है, हमारा कोई मतलब नहीं, कंपनी की पॉलिसीज अच्छी नहीं है तो हम इसमें हाथ भी नहीं डालेंगे। तो थोड़ा सा इस बारे में बताइए क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है। बस धन्यवाद, मैं इतना ही बोलना चाहता था, धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Mr. Ankur Chanda. That's all the shareholders we have today.
Mr. Chairman, with your consent, may I try to answer some of the queries which are not business sensitive?
Yeah. Yes. Sure. Thank you.
So I took note of the questions. So with your permission, the shareholders, I would like to combine some of the answers. I deeply respect the inputs from the shareholders, Sandeep Jain, Mr. Chadda, Mr. Kapoor, Ankur. Thank you for all your inputs, especially from Mr. Sandeep Jain's comment on ROE and ROCE. Of course, cash in bank or fixed deposit is not earning the same returns like the business is generating. So consistently you have asked for paying out this to shareholders. Not only the minority shareholders, also the majority shareholders decided, or at least the majority shareholder decided to remain reinvested into the business. So they also have not asked for a higher dividend, only because our business is hugely capital intensive. It is the prudence with which we are operating that we could limit this capex outgo to a very minimal extent. If one of the lines need a replacement, the cash in bank is not enough to even replace that one production line. So it is only our conservative way. The board is looking into these opportunities, and it is for the security of the business, nothing else. Only for the security of the business, we decided to keep the money, because these are old machines, what we are operating. If one of those line needs a replacement, as I mentioned already, this cash is not good enough. This is an honest response to all those information. So it is not only that the minority shareholders are limiting this 10 rupees dividend, that is equally going to the majority shareholder also. But over the years, you can see that we have increased. The board has decided to release more money as a dividend. We will maintain. I am not giving any guidance. At least the board will consider each year whether to maintain it or increase it. That is the board's call at that point of time. But for the cash utilization, currently we are investing or keeping it in risk-free or limited risk investments. So, and which is also as and when we need, we can tap on those investments and convert it into any of our capex needs. So that is the only input I can provide based on the cash utilization and still why we are conservative on dividend payout. As one shareholder pointed out, yes, 3,099 was the 52-week high, but we are having no control on the stock market. So currently it is at around 1900 levels, but the business is growing consistently. There is no kind of cyclicality in our business which we are performing. The industry is having cyclicality, but our business, due to the team's efforts, we are able to maintain a steady growth. Okay. So regarding the interaction with shareholders, yes, we interact with the shareholders through the quarterly reports to the stock exchange, annual report, and the AGM. That is how we have consistently maintained. We are not actively interacting with press or having any shareholder call on a quarterly basis, but we are going about doing our business in the best interest of our customers and all our stakeholders. So there is no manipulation. There is no other objectives. That is our commitment. The whole team, I'm telling that, is committed to improve the returns to the stakeholders, whether they remain invested or they exit by selling the shares. It is their individual call, but we have always consistently performed and that will continue. Okay. Then on the specific some questions which Mr. Himanshu Upadhyay raised on CapEx. Yes, we have spent in the last 2 years 57 crore in plant and machinery, but this 57 crores was not spent on any new product line. It is only spent on two elements, basic elements of a value chain of a product. The manufacturing chain of a product, only on two machines we had to spend 57 crores. Because when we go for latest technology replacement of machines or increasing the capacity, the outgo is much higher than what we have done in the past. Okay, so 57 crores was spent for two odd machines. So you can imagine that if in a process line, for example, our major product, which is press fabrics, the process line requires multiple machines to complete one product to improve the capacity. So this 57 crores what we spend, and still some capex is remaining, which he has asked for. Here also the solar investment is also part of this cash outgo. And from solar, there was a question on how much green energy we will use in future. If everything goes as planned with this investment, around 55% of our energy consumption will be from solar. Balance will be from grid, because solar has a disadvantage. It is only daytime production. And the grid in the state of Haryana has a limitation of injecting into the grid or net metering with 500 kilowatt. So we cannot give to the grid more than that. Because of that, there is a limitation currently. In case the policies change in future, we will be taking the necessary steps to improve the situation. Then whether the capex has gone into new products or markets, no. The capex has gone into improving the quality and capacity, as well as introduction of a new product line, which is called the forming fabrics. One of the design which we have wanted to make, we needed to have a new machine. So we invested more than 35 crores into that one machine, which is only a base making product. With that, we have captured the domestic market. We are not aiming with that for the export market. With that investment, we are capturing the domestic market. On most of our ongoing products, we have high market share. And with this new product introduction, we have in the early teens market share, and we are foreseeing that in the next 2 years, we will be improving the market share to a similar product like dryer and press. The other question was, do we have any other plans for CapEx besides the 8 listed one in the annual report? The board is evaluating those opportunities. And if everything goes as planned, we might come back to you with what are our immediate plans in the next quarters. What is our outlook for exports? Yes, that is why in the last 2 years, we had approached you for related party transaction approval, because this company has the resources to serve directly the South Asia market, including India and the neighboring countries. Because as the shareholder rightly pointed out, this is not only a selling business, This is also a service business. Post-sales service is paramount. So in other markets, we do not have direct service network. We are dependent on our parent company to tap on their existing network. So whenever we are tapping any other export market, it is through the Voith existing network. That is why we asked the shareholder approval for related party transaction, because that is the most cost-effective way we can reach foreign customers rather than spending our own money to establish a new network. That will not be remunerative. So these were the questions which Mr. Himanshu Upadhyaya asked. And then coming to the next set of questions by Mr. or Ms. Neenal Band. She asked for how do you define the opportunity size for us in key export markets? What is the right way to look at it? Just to give a background, global paper production is around 400 million tons, out of which India produces in the early 20s. So we are around 5 to 5.5% of global production. And surrounding countries may be adding 1 million more. So we have a market outside, but Voith has presence in all those markets. They have manufacturing facilities, they have service network, they have large teams taking care of those markets. So what we are trying to do is, if those markets need a product which we already made cost effectively, our teams there will ask us to deliver. So our responsibility will be limited to manufacturing and supplying. The rest of the part will be taken care by the respective teams. So if you would like to define the opportunity size, yes, some of our products can be serving those customers. If those markets need a manufactured or made in India product, our teams in Voith, those regions will approach us and we will deliver. In a structured way, we will grow for the future, because a lot of the government of India policies in technical textiles, we are keeping a close watch on it. How can we tap on the benefits, what they are introducing? Also, the skill set of our team, whether it can be utilized to serve other markets. This is an ongoing process. We will keep on working on it. The second question was, we have significant market share in domestic market and growth is largely linked to paper industry growth. From that perspective, what is the growth? As I mentioned, in exports also, the growth is linked to the paper industry growth, nothing else. So if the paper industry in those markets are growing, if those markets have a capacity limitation to serve, they will ask us to deliver, and that will be the basis for us to grow. What are our key focus areas for export? We will be focusing on a product line called dryer fabrics. We will be focusing on a certain segment called pulp fabrics in forming. And also we will be focusing in South American market for the roofing industry, which is beyond the paper industry. These are the three segments of growth we have worked out together with our global teams, and slowly and steadily. It is not that over a period of 1 quarter or 4 quarters we can achieve that. No, over a period of time, we will gain significant market share in those segments. Impact of tariff, this is anybody's guess. On a daily and weekly basis, the announcements are changing. So currently, I would refrain from commenting on that. Of course, if the tariff is high, that will restrict exports unless those customers are willing to pay a higher price. So we will keep a close watch on the development. Then the sixth question, what she asked was, domestic business is not just about manufacturing. It has a service element too, yes. For export business also, those service element, as I already answered, this will be taken care by, if we are serving North America, Voith has an established network in North America, those teams will take care of the service. We will only be taking care of manufacturing as per the specification, meeting the quality and repeatability expectations of the customer and delivering it to those markets. And how has our market positioning changed in domestic market? We are still maintaining a very high market share in each of the product line we make, whether it is press fabric, dry fabric, fiber cement, or foaming fabric. So that is ongoing. How do you see capacity addition in domestic paper industry over the next 2 to 3 years? Because see, India mainly is based on private investments. So one of the shareholder mentioned about Quantum, but Quantum is not our referral point because they are a paper manufacturer. We are a fabric manufacturer for that industry. So both the returns cannot be compared. So coming to the paper industry growth, since these are private investment largely, they are verifying the market development. They need to be doubly sure on the return on investment, then only they will invest. So if the past trends continue, the observation is that the paper industry grows 1 to 1.5% slower than the GDP growth of India. So I hope it is not a guidance. I hope that this trend might be continued because the growth, now we are more interlinked with the Asia Pacific market. We are not isolated India market. So the overcapacities in the Asia Pacific region, including China, might end up in India. So depending on that, some customers might be slowing down their investment. We cannot guess that. So generally speaking, 1 to 1.5% slower than GDP is the expectation. And how did we evaluate the commercial estate opportunity? We didn't evaluate the commercial estate opportunity at all. What we did is that we have planned for future how much space we will be needing for occupying our future capacity increase or requirements or product requirements. But we cannot go to authorities for approval on a piecemeal basis, small space by space. So we have taken a futuristic plan and then we took an approval for construction. Part of that constructed area we may not need immediately. Only that space we have rented it out. So it is not we have seen a business opportunity. We saw a need of increasing the covered space. Then we saw how much covered space we can build up. Do we have enough cash in hand to build that? We went ahead. And then during that process, we saw that in the near term, we may not need this much area. That part we have rented at market rates, at arm's length. Nothing else. Okay. Then coming back to the last question, Ms. Meenal asked, all the other shareholders, I know you are aggrieved in your statements. You are expressing that over the years about not returning the cash in bank to you. But in 1 year, if we need huge investment, again, our preferred choice is not external borrowing. We manage it very prudently. And I do hope that in the near term, we will be giving you a much, what do you call it, a kind of path ahead. Where are we investing this cash into? But currently, be patient with us. Your cash is in safe hand. The business is giving returns faster than any other investment. So I would urge that the respected shareholders who are with us since 30, 40 years, I do believe that you will continue to be with us in the years ahead. So I could answer most of the technical part other than the cash utilization. On the cash utilization front, I had to combine no other way because other details will be business sensitive in nature. So Chairman, these are the responses I could give. If anything you would like to add, otherwise I will proceed with a vote of thanks to the Chair.
Thank you, Krishna. I think we will take that serious. It was the first time for me to do so. And now I thank you everyone for your participation in this virtual AGM meeting. Members attending the AGM today who have not already casted their vote by remote e-voting may cast their vote on e-voting platform now. The platform for e-voting shall remain open for further period of 15 minutes after conclusion of this AGM. The Board of Directors has appointed Mr. P.C. Jain and Co., practicing company secretaries, as the scrutinizer to compile the results of votes cast by remote e-voting as well as votes by e-voting during this AGM. Further, I hereby individually authorize the Managing Director, Mr. Krishna Kumar, and the Company Secretary, Mr. C.S. Gugliani, to receive the scrutinizing report and declare the results of voting in accordance with the requirements of applicable statutory provisions in this regard. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I convey our sincere thanks to all members for attending and participating in this meeting. Stay healthy and stay safe. I hereby declare the proceedings as closed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. With thanks to the chair.